Life path easy. Life punches my coffee. I'm your host and your psychologist of the 21st century, a student at Chalimbana University studying psychology. And now today I've come with the most interesting topic among the youths and even just to the elderly people. They are also happy for this. Now, today we'll be looking at masturbation. In this video, I'll be taking you through what masturbation is, the reasons for masturbation, causes, and as well as some signs or rather symptoms. Wow. And in the next video, I'll be taking you through the effects of masturbation and why do people masturbate. Today you'll be pleased to know this. Now, in the other video, you will be able to learn on how you can stop masturbation. And remember, it's either you are infected or you are affected. You can do well by getting started with me. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube and hit the button and able to receive all the videos. Wow, and even on Facebook, like the page and follow it. Now, let's get started. What is masturbation? Masturbation, this is simply an erotic stimulation of your genitals that often leads to orgasm. In short, this is another way people feel happy as if they are having sex with someone when they are just alone. Of course, some people use different kind of things. Some now, they use equipments like vibrators. Some they just use their hands. Of course, those who masturbate, you understand what I'm trying to say here. Now, you would understand that out of 10 youths ranging from 16 to 35 years, at least 5 masturbate or they have ever masturbated. Yes, that is true. And at least 75% of youths, female virgins from 16 to 26, 75% masturbate. Wow. It's not trying to undermine them, but this is another way they actually get to relax. Oh, come on. I'm not saying it's everyone. Now, what do you think could be the reasons why people masturbate? Get it rightly. To some people, it's a way of coping with stress. When they feel depressed, they feel lonely, they have nothing to do, they would rather relax themselves by masturbating. Yes. And to some people, it's a way of, sexual gratification. They would just release themselves from that corner of not having fun, even when they don't have a partner. Yes, that's it. And now to some people, it's healthy. Masturbation, there's a belief that when a person is actually replacing their sperms, of course, even ladies, when they're at least having orgasm, it is healthy. There's that belief. So to some people, they masturbate in the name of healthy. And to some people, it's a way of preserving their virginity. As I said in the intro, you see, those who would not want to be found they are not virgins. To men, whether you're a virgin, you are not, it's not easy to be identified. But to a lady, it is actually supposed to be known. And so they exercise clitoral masturbation. They play around with their clitoris and masturbate. Yes, get it right. Now, what do you think could be the causes of masturbation? Causes of masturbation? Yes. Now, what do you think could be the causes of masturbation? The most and major cause of masturbation is watching pornography videos. And for your own information, it is actually proven that those who watch pornography materials are highly affected or twice affected as compared to those who do it in real life, those who produce those videos. And so then, masturbation is mostly influenced by pornographic watching videos. And yes, and the second thing is that peer influence. Most of the youths now this time, you want to belong to a certain group, you want to be with your friends. Now, if out of your friends that you have, you are the only one who is not into sexual immoralities or sexual practices, you are likely to start. Why? They'll be talking about the same thing every time. Now, if you do not have someone to do it with, then they will teach you how you can do it, and that is masturbation. Yes, and to others it is a side effect of medications. There are some medicines that I will not mention, because you might be thinking that one whom you know who takes that medicine, he is actually masturbating, when it's not the case to everyone. But I would say some medication actually leads to one being highly aroused almost all the time when they have taken that medication. And if they have no one to do with, then they'll be able, or they'll end up masturbating. Come on. Now, let's quickly move into this. What do you think could be the signs or the symptoms? These symptoms or signs may not be effective enough to be a sign to identify who is masturbating or who masturbates. But to the parents, you can do well by using these symptoms or signs to observe your children. And to yourselves who are addicted, these are some of the signs that I can actually help you identify that indeed you have moved steps in your addiction and you need to change. Okay, now, number one, excessive tiredness. Masturbation, it is a normal like sex. But it has been proven that people who often masturbate, they get tired completely as compared to the people who do normal sex. Yes. Number two, drowsiness. Okay, at times you feel inactive. Of course, like you are nodding off, or you feel tired, like you're like more like you are finished, you feel like asleep mostly. And if you have been masturbating oftenly, that become more like your tenders. Yes. Number three, dark circle under your eyes. Get this one correctly. This is mostly to those who watch pornographic materials when masturbating. It's not everyone who watch pornographic materials before masturbating, but the majority usually watch materials that are related to pornography, and that actually leads them to masturbation. Now, most of those people, their eyes are actually most developed, or they begin to develop a dark circle on the under part of their eyes. Yes, and this is due to the concentration which is so much inflicted on the video, without taking the eyes somewhere. They just want to see it very well. Okay, let me see it. They are there. They want, as if they want to enter into the real scene and nothing but, and at the end, these people can even slowly begin to lose their sight. That is bad. Okay, number four, forgetfulness. Masturbation leads to forgetfulness, and maybe you shall understand that later, as we shall get to begin explain how masturbation actually goes to influence the part of your brain. That will be very much understood. The other thing is withdrawal. Okay, most of the people, when a person likes sneaking out without even telling where they went, or probably if they go in a toilet or a bathing room, they take time there. They are just likely going there to masturbate. Or maybe if you are a parent, then you see a child, when you are watching a movie that is related maybe to romance, and from nowhere the child sneaks out, goes somewhere or goes to his or her bed, they might just go and masturbate. So withdrawal is actually the most quiet non-symptom. At times, even in church, masturbation can actually put you in a uncomfortable condition. You see someone's looking, attractive. You're like, oh, what should I do? Let me just sneak out. That is masturbation. It's very bad, you see. Yes, as well as number six, anxiety. People who actually often masturbate, they are agitated. They want to do it each and every time, they're agitated. I would tell that, yes. And then Last but not least, they are easily depressed. Okay, and when they are depressed, do you know what happens? They'll go and masturbate. Hey friends, it sounds so easy. This is just the beginning, and we'll be looking at the most deep and deep part of masturbation. We'll be looking at the effects. We'll be looking at also how you can stop. You can subscribe to my channel on YouTube and hit the notification button so that you can receive each and every video, and as well as like the page and follow it on Facebook. This life path easy. Punches my coffee knows it better. The psychologist of the 21st century, Chanimana University. Yes, it is.